of being felt as if he's an infant or he was nobody and they brought him there, how would you think Moses would feel? But if such a thing doesn't come out, and Moses shared the same, privileges that the Pharaoh at that time had, or his friend Pharaoh, the true son of the Pharaoh, is now a king. And somehow Moses is recognized also on the high top ranking office, and he also enjoy, privileges like he enjoys. Why would Moses have anything against his friend? Royalty, he's also part of the royalty. He's also living in there. So there won't be any envy, there won't be any strife, there won't be other. But whereby Moses is remembered, the slightly remembrance of putting him in a very situation where he feels sorry or goes back to feel sad of certain things, then immediately there will be a problem. There will easily be a problem. So we're hoping that isn't the situation, or that doesn't happen. That is what our hopes are. That's what everybody's hopes are. Nothing to remember those things. That if you remember it, is to sort of remember it for the fun of it. For the fun of it, just the fun of it. People even today make jokes of it. If you listen to the rock, Chris Rock and all the rest of the people, they make jokes of some things like this. Sometimes it becomes serious, it becomes jokes, and that's it. They are rich, they are happy, And when you become rich, you are widely accepted by everybody. Almost everybody accepts you. So yeah. So if I pick this book here, I'm not picking on it in a bad way, because I'm looking at it and I'm seeing some advices that I know that because of those advices, people take their decision on. And there are wide educated people, academic people today who don't, presidents or leaders who also look at it and they know that it is something of, But sometimes I just marvel. I find it strange to see why they still let their children become, fall victims of these, because they were victims of it. They've grown out of it. Oh, our children will go through, and they also will change as time goes on. They'll realize on their own, they make their own decision. So what if they are not able to make that decision? Because there are some people that get a hold on seriously, and they could have been better people for society, but because of this, they have stumbled. You see that they've stumbled big time. They can move on. Their life become, reckless. There's lots of people who fall into that trap, And the rules and the moral laws sort of hinder them and put them down. You were strong. You were able to, see it from the beginning. You were able to, ignore it, and you were seen as stubborn or disobedient or whichever way. But you were actually not disobedient. You were actually doing the right thing. You were refusing something which was not logical, something which was not sensible, which didn't make sense. But you were seen, because you were seen or being viewed by many as being stubborn or being difficult, of not accepting something which is good. Now, is there anything good here? No. If you have said that your life would have turned out dull, boring, unproductive, because I don't know how many deep, strong, religious thinkers have done anything so, marvelous or anything great or anything to society. Creating computer, did they create cars, or what did they do? They sit by the book, they get stuck in a room, they're being fed every day, the taxes or whichever collection of others, being kept there, they're doing search there, and all the means that they can help is anything that is unsolvable in the human life or is not easily solvable, diseases or whichever. You have to use the spiritual means and put that format of making people believe that, they got answers that cannot be seen. They do their try and error in whichever way, and sometimes they see slight changes and something happen and people get jiggled and they say, it's good, the doctors couldn't help me, I go here and it helped me, and something happened, spiritually, I got delivered, I got, healed, the Spirit helped me, but they are not analyzing the entire book to find out that they ended up into that disease even in the first place because of the same spiritual things. The spirit that condemns you every day, the presence of religion. I'm not asking you to strike against any religious thing, but the presence of the idea of religion and the presentation is something which clearly speaks of so many damnations in the life of a man, which are not relevant and so necessary that we found ourselves in that situation, which we can easily, recognize that, hey, this is where this thing is coming from. Whatever judges you every day is nothing from anywhere. Your own, my own belief, my own people, my own group of, background of all those who are likes me, religious likes me, or whichever way. The idea of mental approach or the idea of condemnation every day is what judges me. It is what is judging me. The people I don't judge, they are judging me. The people I don't condemn, the friends you might be feeling so friendly with, that you are not condemning, are condemning you because of their stance of belief or moral grounds. And that is what they believe, so that is what they think, and that's how they think. Anything you do, they look at it as if this guy is dead. He's doing evil things. He's doing that. He's opening up to evil things. He's allowing the devil to use it. And every day, their thoughts, the single thought of them, because they reject and resent everything that you say or you do. And so definitely, they are judging. They are condemning your act. They are condemning your idea. They are condemning everything about you. Not as if they are right, or not as if they make sense. And they don't recognize that the fact that they are not even making sense in their presentation, they are making their own God look ridiculous. You ask most of religious, I don't have all the answers. I don't have answers to that. These are some of the answers a religious man who claim to know will say. And that does not even tell them that. But if I'm my own religion, I don't have the entire answers to everything. Then what is it that I am doing? My God is not giving me all the answers so I can answer these people. And then why am I, what am I doing then? Come to me, listen, I'll give you the answer. You can't give those answers because there's no answers there to give. This is what ended me up this way, because I had answers, but I was making these answers up until I got to a point where I couldn't make up the answer anymore. And then it turns around, I begin to say that, okay, because I have not entirely diagnosed it well. I have not entirely presented the story as it is truly meant to present. It tells him here in Revelation 10, it says prophesy. Why is he saying to prophesy? Tell them the truth, that this is what is going to be happening to them. If they accept this book here is revealing to them, it's going to be better in your belly. A message is going to come, some form of information. You accept something, and that thing that you're going to accept is what it's going to do to you. So he said, tell them, prophesy. When he say prophecy, it's something to do with telling people what is about to happen to them before it happens. Now, I also will tell you again that even if God, Jehovah, tells these things, or the angel came telling John to tell the people this, that means the angel, God, Jehovah, have seen all these things. Why isn't he doing something about it? There's another question I will ask again. I'm asking Jehovah, I'm asking the angel, I'm asking John, whichever way, whoever is in authority who can do something. Why isn't he doing something about it? He is an omnipotent God. He is a strong God, a strong, powerful God. He is not impotent, he is potent. He's an omnipotent God. He's omniscient God, knowledge beyond these things. He sees everything beyond. Wherever this wind of evil is coming from, he has seen it. And he's telling the people, what can they do? They don't know. What will they do? Seeing deadly things coming to them. What can I do? If the sea was to rise, and the sea is coming from there, and you're telling me that the sea will come to the land, and it will wipe us all away. What do you want me to do? What can I do? Now, man can do some things to defend himself, but there are some things that man cannot do. So I am only dependent. If I'm believing God, that's the reason. I'm depending on you. And you that I'm depending on, you are telling me that The book will be jiggling. You see the book beforehand. Don't even allow the book to come.